want to talk for a moment about this Trump occupation and statements that I read about today. This guy's a deputy chief in D.C. and he's saying how like this will cause issues in the future with the community and the D.C. police. I think that's quite obvious. I think that a lot of people really just voted for religion and against gay people and trans people, and they thought they're better than the migrants, and migrants thought they were better than blacks. And I think that so much of voting for Trump was the idea of an America doesn't exist anymore, and not like economically, I mean racially. I mean as in like we get to strike back. That this election was about voting against America, not voting for a public. There was no particular policy voted on. It was voting against people they didn't like, which is sad. It's sad. That makes me sad. But this guy, he's talking about how this will be more than just, having to make things right with the community. This is not like some cop that said something dumb on a body cam, or some black kid that gets shot that was actually innocent or something. Or this is not that. You can't explain this away. What the re-election of Donald Trump and his occupation of much of the United States is really about it's how dumb America is. Because folks warned us about this, and it's shown me that we are just game pieces to these people, and the police are pawns. Some of them are willing to be pawns, but that they're pawns and they're pieces, and that they just move us here and move us there, and that some people want to play the game and be chess pieces, and that this was like a man knocking over the board. That's what this was for me, of realizing that you think this is a game, and you're gonna have a communist run for office now, because you've shown so many people this is what the Republican Party is. This is the end game for this religious dominionist politics. This is the end game is all these blue cities. I can't control them, so I'll just put National Guard in the cities with armed weapons, loaded weapons, and body armor for no reason. Now they're out there picking up trash in D.C. But I'll do this as optics. It's like I invaded L.A. I invaded D.C. So you see what happened? They ran on draining the swamp, right? And putting light on the bad people. But in the end, they're trying that on America, on us, on regular working people. They're nothing anybody. And to me, I'll never come back from this, because I understand now that laws are simply threats. It's like a man explained to it. Laws are threats by the people, the majority socio-economic group, and that the police are simply an occupied army. This isn't about law and order, and it's certainly not about justice. It's about cruelty and hurting people you don't like, you don't understand, or who are inconvenient to your way of life. That's all it's ever about, not about crime. And people are like, has the crime dropped? It doesn't even matter. Trump doesn't care. But we have to understand that crime and is whatever the white man says it is. That's where I'm at now. It's whatever they say it is. That's it. This whole country is really bought into white supremacy, and the Constitution means nothing other than what they want it to mean. So there's no coming back. There's no community. There's no community night out for me. You have nothing there for me, because you've already shown me where you stand. This guy was like, I'm nonpartisan. Okay, so tell me this. So what that means is, what will Trump do that you're against? We're nonpartisan. That's a cop-out. When a soldier says he's nonpartisan, it's to complete the mission. It's because he had a tour of duty. When a cop at a high level says, I'm just nonpartisan, that is a cop-out. And that means you'll do whatever they tell you to do when the time comes. It's more relativism. Because my thing to that white man would be, okay, what can Trump do that you won't do? What order will he put out there that you'll step back from? I just know the Constitution